Go. So many buttons and knobs. Like I feel like I'm running like NBC network or something whenever we do this. Because um by the way, really good news on an email you and I wrote earlier. I have to tell you about. Got a good response.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Okay. Hey, Katie. Chad. How are you guys doing? We're just here, just talking away like a couple of church ladies. You know, talking about
What
gossiping
we
over here
do?
on the side. Look what I got.
Gossiping.
Water. Water.
Water.
We're excited to have you with us, Katie. This is going to be fun. You're going to see me actually playing this thing. So this is going to be fun. Hey, everyone. Hey, Blake. Hey, Candy. It's good to see everyone tonight. We were just, we have been like, Ella and I have been so busy and so crazy that it's like, it's funny because I feel like we just had our first meeting this morning. And so I can't believe it's already 7 o'clock. Like, that's how nuts everything is. So,
Yeah.
anyway. Um, and look, Ella's got her Taurus shirt. She got
Yeah.
her Taurus shirt in. Mine hasn't come in yet. I'm waiting for mine to come in. But I'm gonna and then there's gonna be an awesome new shirt that comes out for Monday because we're releasing a new shirt like every every week and a new item. So I'm pretty excited about that. Look, you got a compliment on your story.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Speaking of the story, Chris, tell him. Tell him what's up.
Oh, so tonight we are going to be doing a actual play in
No, no,
Flux.
I was saying tell them about the Patreon thing that we did today.
Oh, oh,
That we
oh, oh, oh. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay.
You're jumping
Um,
too far ahead.
yeah, sorry. So today is the first major drop of a number of major things that are happening that are coming over the next days and weeks. We started our first Flux Destiny stories, which are these amazing, like in universe, like stories that follow different characters and different things. Like this one that we just launched today was about it's called the Champions League. It's about follows this Ink Fighters, um, and Ella wrote an amazing story for this. It's 12 chapters, right? So we're releasing a
Hmm.
chapter a week on it on Patreon, and then there's going to be another one that's going to be launching very soon with it. And then tomorrow we've got a major release. A major thing's going to drop tomorrow. This is the thing that we've been that's going to be an ongoing thing. I don't. I can't speak. Ella has like hits me with a newspaper every time I like want to talk about it. But tomorrow's a big day. Patreon will see it first, and then the public will see it when we release it on social media. Will be um, on Monday. So
But you're
and then it will. What's that?
you're gonna want to see it first. You're gonna want to
Yeah,
see it first.
you're going to see it first. So all of our patrons who are here with us, you guys are going to see it first, and you guys deserve to see it first, and then you will always get the updates of it first. Um,
Hmm.
so, anyways, so yeah,
We're
we're
like
super excited.
giggly. We're like tee hee.
I
We're
know
so
it's like I think they're gonna be. I think especially some of my longtime followers are gonna be kind of shocked about it.
yeah.
So some of them may have already guessed, but we'll see. Um, but it's kept me very busy, and we're very excited about that. Um, anyways, so today, by the way, if you're new here joining us, I'm Chris. I'm creator of Flux Destiny. This is Ella, who's the creator of the Flux Fantasy RPG mechanics and the head of our RPG community, and my right hand woman. And we are here to do an actual play today. We're gonna play a little battle sequence with Hugo, and I finally get to play Hugo. She never lets me play Hugo. She's like, you can't do that because you're gonna mess up the continuity. And I'm like, that's
Well, we will be playing games, doing tests that take place in the 60s or 70s. And he's like, can I play Hugo? And I'm like, if you are a time traveler, you know what I mean? Sure, but yeah, breaks
yeah.
continuity.
See, I'm held hostage back here. I'm gonna have to start like giving you guys like signals, like eye signals, so that to someone to save me. Like maybe Mark or Mal or someone can come
We
save
love
me
it.
sometime.
Don't even pretend like I don't keep you in line because later you'd be like, oh, why did I do it like that?
This lady is amazing. Anyway, so we're about to do this. This is going to be fun. By the way, stick around after the live. There is the mods game night happens on the Discord server. If you're not already in the Discord server, you can see below there's a little link. Go to fluxfandom.com. It's one of your last chances to go there before we start putting that behind Patreon. So you can get in there now and get grandfathered in if you're not already in Discord. Go check it out. And every other week I think we do a game night with the mods, so it's a lot of fun. So you should definitely go check that out. And that happens right after this at 8 p.m. Central. And if you haven't already, go sign up for Flux Fantasy, our alerts list. If you sign up for that, you get in your email a free copy of the character creator guide and the character sheets. And there's no strings attached. Just go sign up for the updates, and you get that. And you can already start creating your character and learning about the RPG. And we hope that you will end up joining the RPG itself. And if you go to fluxfantasyrpg.com, you can actually buy the core rulebook from there. So we're going to preview a little bit about that. Oh, and Katie's telling me that she thinks that that they're playing Among Us tonight. So if you're going to join in the fandom in the Discord server, go, because it's a lot of fun. We have a really cool group of folks here. So, all right. So shall we start?
Yes, we shall. We
Okay.
shall.
So let me switch this screen here. All right. So they see the game screen now.
Okay, perfect. So we are going to be playing on this little virtual tabletop. I wish we could play live where we have like the table and maps out, but because Chris and I are thousands of miles away, we'll have to make do with Roll20, which is great. It's a really wonderful program. And what we're gonna do is there's not necessarily a story that we're gonna do tonight. We're just doing some battle practice. So one of the main things as a player that you'll need to know, you basically need to do two things. If you join Flux Fantasy, you'll need to make your character and you'll need to learn a little bit about combat. So this is sort of us, jumping in and teaching you. And for those of you who have played, I think that they can attest that it's actually really easy to learn, that there's not like all these crazy mechanics or things that you have to do. So we're just going to kind of just play around and see how long Hugo survives, basically.
And I pulled up his character sheet so you guys can see it. This is what we're going to be playing from these stats. Yeah, we'll finally get to see Hugo go through some show off his escape artist capabilities. So
yeah. So the first thing that we have is we have to roll to see who goes first. So the way that we do that is Chris is going to roll a d20 and I'm going to roll a d20 as these blobby. So I'm going to be playing a blobby, which is like the lowest form of neutral looking payback. And that will determine, and Chris, you will add your function modifier.
okay.
And I will add. I would normally add my function modifier, but enemies, sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't, depending on how big they are. So, Chris, why don't you roll, and then
Okay.
I'll roll,
And
and
we'll show them real quick. Just tell them what the function means. So here, for example, Hugo has a function modifier of +1. So that's his stat here. You want to tell them what that means before we?
yeah. So we've got this talent wheel, which is basically your different attributes, kind of like your different stats of a character. And so there's like 6 of them, and so your function modifier basically serves as your intuition, you know, how kind of how quick you see things, or like your body's natural ability to heal and that kind of stuff. And so when you are rolling for initiative, you're deciding who goes first in a battle. And so we are adding our function modifier because it's basically like how quick can you know, can you think before we start. And since blobbies don't have a good brain, their function modifier is 0. But Hugo has a +1, so he'll get a slight advantage when rolling. So he's just gonna roll his d20 and then add his function modifier, and then I'll roll a d20 and we'll see who goes first.
Okay, so about to do that. So I'm gonna roll d20. So I got a 3 plus 1, so that's 4.
Okay, and then I will roll.
And so here you guys can see here's the blobbies down here. So
Let me know if you can see this, Chris.
I see it. 15.
Well, you know, the blobby had good reaction time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so I will go first. So there's 3 different things that you can do. There's a main action, your movement, and a quick action. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move a little bit closer to the Hugo character, because the way that my attacks work is I have to be within a certain range to be able to use them. So if I'm this far back, I'm not going to be able to use it. So I need to step forward a square. I'm going to just boop and get a little bit closer. And then, so that's my movement turn. And then I'm going to now roll to attack you. And how this works is we're both going to roll a d20, and we're going to add our willpower modifiers, which is basically like our karma ability, our karmic ability. And then whoever rolls higher either dodges the attack. So in Chris's case, if he were to roll higher, he would dodge that attack. And if I roll higher, then my attack lands, and then he's going to take damage. Okay, so I'm going to roll first, and then Chris, you'll see how much you have to defend against. Okay.
Right, and this, so you guys can see, this is these are the other where we're going to be pulling from. So from the character sheet from Hugo's power profile. Okay, go ahead, Ella.
Okay, so I rolled a 2, and
Okay.
I don't have any I don't have any willpower because I'm a blobby, and so you have to get past a 2.
So I've got a function. My modifier for willpower is 2 for Hugo, right? So I'm going to
Yeah, so
roll
basically
now.
you're gonna automatically pass this. But go
Yeah.
ahead and roll anyway.
So I'm going to roll anyway, just to be 8. So 10. So
Okay.
obviously
So
I'm first.
you've actually dodged this attack. So you've dodged this,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the end of my turn. So now it's Hugo's turn.
Okay. So now I got to decide what to do.
Yep.
So okay. So I'm within range to attack using one of my base, or do I need
Yeah,
to be right
so
up
you've got range is 1 to 2,
1 to
2,
2?
yeah, or 0 to 1. So yeah, you're in range if you use your basic attack, your torque strike.
Okay. So I'm going to go for torque strike. And
Okay.
when I attack, I have to roll plus which of the, tell them what, for this one I have to roll with a modifier, right?
Yeah, so you're attacking. So you're gonna
Yeah.
roll with your willpower, and then I'm gonna roll again to see which one of us wins that encounter.
Okay, so my willpower for Hugo's 2. So we're gonna go back here and we're gonna roll d20.
Okay, good.
17 plus
That's
2, so
good.
19. So oh
Ooh,
no
dude.
what? I I am so disappointed in my son. I thought he was better at this. Like
This
how
is not even
how is
kicking
this?
people's butt. It's just like,
Hugo is
dude.
supposed to be way more capable of palmistry than this. This is not good. Okay,
Okay.
so when that happens, so what's happened?
So I've basically defended against your attack. So you don't do anything there. You can still decide to move, or you can do a quick action.
Um,
That's my only 20 of the night. That's my only 20.
okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, so how is that possible? I'm sorry. I'm still shaking from that. Okay,
My
so
heart like went into my throat. I don't think I've ever.
So when we do quick actions, what are my choices then? So that everyone knows how this works.
So we have a couple of quick actions that are like um, said in the rule book that you can do, but you can also make up a quick action as long as you kind of like talk to your GM beforehand. But the
Okay.
quick actions that you can do, you can switch powers, you could try to push or shove, you could trip, you could jump, which there's no obstacles, so you shouldn't do that. You can hide or you could duck.
But I can't perform karmistry, right? I can only do an action, like a physical action.
You could try to perform karmistry. You would have it would take some karma to do though, because you're like
Okay.
it would depend because
Hugo.
it has to be. You've already done your main action, so it couldn't be something huge. Like it would have to be something really quick.
Okay. Um Hugo in his fury and embarrassment at what has just happened, because blobbies, so you guys understand, blobbies are, if you're not familiar with payback, it's like the lowest form of payback. It would be like having like a mouse, like embarrass you. Like this is completely
Yeah,
not, he's not Wolfgang material if he can't handle a blobby.
yeah.
So Hugo's embarrassed and angry and he's just going to go stomp on them. He's
Okay,
just going to go stomp on him. Like he's just completely mortified at what's happened.
okay. Will you? First of all, you'll have to move closer. So go ahead and do that. But then, because you're doing like an action, that's going to require um, a threshold check. Will
Okay.
you roll me? Will you roll me a agility check, please? Which
Okay.
basically means you're going to roll a d20 and then add your agility to it.
Okay. So my agility is +3. So Hugo's pretty
Mhm.
pretty agile, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go here. We're D20. Come on, son. Up. Natural 20. Hugo's making it up now. So
Okay. So because you've rolled so well, um, can you roll a 1d4 for me, and that's we'll decide damage based on that.
okay.
4. Okay, so the blobby's going to take 4 damage from this hit. Just walk over and just like stomp on
Okay.
him,
So I'm gonna stomp
and
on him. So here we go.
yeah,
Like, that'll show you. Wait, I got to do my Hugo voice.
yeah,
I don't think I can. I can't. I can't do my Hugo voice
do
right
it,
now. What?
do it.
Do
You
it.
have to.
Uh, oh crap! I got something on my shoe. I just draw the stuff. I don't act it. Okay, but I can tell you that Hugo is lifting his shoe right now and being like, "Oh crap! It's at the bottom of my shoe."
Okay, okay. So now it's the blobby's turn. The blobby's gonna just try to immediately attack back, right? So
Okay.
it's definitely damage. So I'm gonna roll a d20, and then you will to see who wins that encounter. A
Oh.
1, perfect. Okay, so
Okay.
hopefully you can do better than that.
All right. Let's see. Well, Hugo's been kind of spotty tonight, so let's see. Oh, right.
And
That's my boy. Now he's coming back around. Okay.
okay, so will you explain, Chris, how the blobby tries to like attack from underneath Hugo's shoe and how Hugo sort of just like dodges out of the way?
So it tries to wrap around his shoe, and I imagine him like flinging it off. Like he kind of does this
Yeah.
cool, like almost like accidental breakdance move, and the shoe almost comes off with the blobby. In fact, the blobby probably takes the shoe with him, and it flies off because it's stuck to the bottom of his shoe and it flies off.
That's great. That's perfect. Okay, Chris, it's now your turn again.
Okay. So, um, is it, if can I do perception?
Yeah, you certainly can. So to perceive, it would take your full main action, and what it is you try to roll higher than his perception
Right.
limit.
But then I
So
would
the
lose,
blobby,
but then he could attack me, right? So I don't want to do that. So,
right?
okay. So, all right, I'm going to go for Torque Strike again. I'm going to make up for that
Okay,
embarrassing move earlier. So,
okay, okay.
so roll D20, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, 9.
Oh, and I need to add willpower. So,
Yeah.
so my willpower was 2, right? I said willpower. is 2.
Yeah.
So 11. So you once again,
And I rolled 12.
he is not
So
being a good steward of
Carmistry
Karmistry,
can't
okay?
beat
Like, this
me.
is embarrassing. What? What?
Carmistry can't do it. He's terrible at it. He's
He's
the
he's like
worst.
he's proving everything Marco is saying about him right, and I just can't right now.
Oh no. Okay, so what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna have a word with him, and we're gonna go. You're
Okay.
gonna pardon me for a minute. We're no, I'm just joking. Um, okay, so did I take damage because of that?
You don't take damage. No,
Okay. Oh, right, because I'm the one who cast it, right?
you're trying to
So
attack it.
okay, so do I still have a main action to go, or do I've already used my main
Oh,
action? So I have a quick.
that would be your main action. You can do a quick action, or you could move.
Okay, I'm gonna stomp on him again because it clearly I have
Okay.
one shoe still on, and so it worked last time. So
The other
I'm gonna stomp on him. Okay, so
Okay. Roll and agility check again.
okay, 3 3 plus 3 6.
Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna because this is a little bit of like a quick action. I'm gonna just roll a d20 to see if you've passed that threshold.
Okay, okay,
Well, actually, so six. Mm, go ahead and roll a d4 for me, but it's gonna do half damage, whatever you do, because it's kind
okay,
of a weak stuff.
okay.
It's not a
Oh,
great.
it's a weak stomp. Oh, is he stomping with his foot with the has a sock on it? No shoe.
Probably
Okay,
he meant to do it. Okay, so 2. We'll say that the blobby takes 2 damage here.
okay. Salt shaker. That's funny. That's funny. Mark. That's a blast from the past. Yes, exactly, Katie. I finally get to play as Hugo, and he embarrasses me. Like, I can't believe I'm in this situation. I was so excited because I was like, he's gonna show off his awesome Karmistry moves, and now he's missing a shoe, and has embarrassed
Yeah.
me live in front of all you guys. And I think we need to change our mascot. I'm just
So the
saying.
blobby is actually pretty damaged. It's actually pretty damaged. So in its like final attempt, it's gonna try to use its signature move. Okay, so
Okay,
we're gonna see. I'm gonna roll a d20, and then again you'll have to roll a d20. 8.
8.
Eight's not
Okay,
good.
okay. I'm rolling. Come on. 11.
11. Cool. Okay, so the blobby is going to reach up and like grab Hugo's sock, but like Hugo's gonna like jerk away, and it's gonna just take his sock. It's just gonna steal the sock, and it's gonna like eat it, and
This
it's
is
gonna the sock.
not how this was supposed to go. This is really humiliating. Okay. All right. So he took his. So he's got one bare foot, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Which is
this
really,
blobby's very.
huh?
I was gonna say this blobby's very injured. It's very clearly like on the verge of being defeated.
You know what's so funny is how anyone who's watching today, I'm not going to say this eerily is what has some relation to what happens tomorrow, what drops tomorrow. So it'll be interesting.
That
This is
is
not.
very
This was
funny.
not scripted. This just kind of happened this way. But okay. What do I do?
Okay, so it's your turn. So you can do your movement, your quick action, or main action.
Third time's the charm. I'm going Torque Strike again because how can he not use? He's going to finish off this blobby. He could stomp on it with his feet, but that would be like ridiculous because the whole point of this universe is to use Karmistry, and he's going to
Mm-hmm.
like OP and attack it with his Torque Strike,
Okay.
and we're going for it. Like, this is third
Yeah.
time's a charm, and if he doesn't, he gets kicked out of Wolfgang Academy. It's over. It's done. Okay.
We'll bring
So
Marco's icon in,
yeah,
and Marco will
exactly.
do
Marco's already signing the paperwork to be the new mascot. I'm just telling you. Okay.
that.
So all right. So D20. Here we go. Come on. 4. 4 plus willpower, right? My willpower is 2, so
Yeah, yeah,
6.
yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
What? I can't see it. What is that? Can you see it? I can't see it because
It's
it's
a
behind.
20.
You got a 20?
Yeah.
What?
I need to stop playing.
I need to stop
This is
playing.
the
I
best.
need to have.
This is the best game I've ever. This is the best game I've ever rolled. Ever.
This is
Never in my life.
there is some
Never in
sort
my
of
life.
this is like I can't, like, this is a humiliating day
It's
for
so
Hugo.
funny. I had like a couple of other enemies that I was going to be like, okay, and then this one comes out. I think we're going to be good with just this one. We're going to have one blobby
What, one
the whole
blobby take
time.
out Hugo? That's just like unheard of. Like that's first episode material. That's like first episode
It's
material.
me. It's because the universe knows that I wrote it into RPG existence,
Uh,
and
I can't. This is okay. So now he's got blobby all over him. He's lost a shoe.
okay,
He's lost a sock.
Blobby though. Blobby though, I'm gonna say Blobby is gonna lose a turn here because Blobby is very, very, very close to being defeated. I don't think Blobby can attack anymore right now.
Okay.
So I think that it's gonna be your turn again. You have to finish it
Okay.
off.
So
We have to do it.
uh, I I don't know. Like I want to use Karmistry again, but I keep worrying. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Jacoby. Like I'm worried about what's gonna happen if I go Karmistry again because we're we're gonna do it. He's Karma Torque Strike. We're going Torque Strike.
And this is why you don't play Flux Fantasy alone. This is why you need friends. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because if
exactly. Yeah.
you had some friends right now, I don't think he'd be this embarrassed.
All right. Go. Hugo's Torque Strike again. We're going Torque Strike. So D20.
Okay.
Go for
Yeah.
it. All right. All right. Plus, okay. Okay. Right?
Okay. So I would have to get. I would have to. I would have to get. I well, there's no way I can defeat that.
Oh, there is karma
Perfect.
in this universe.
Perfect.
There is karma.
Yes. Perfect. How, Chris? Will you please describe as Hugo how you destroy? I mean, absolutely obliterate this
So
big
there's
ass.
this moment, and Hugo is watching the blobbies kind of writhe in the ground, and one of them is like still, like his shoe is over there and like nearby, and it's got like blobby in it, and it's like poking out, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then the other blobby's over there, like, hissing, is like, at him a little bit, and it's clearly injured, right? But Hugo, who has been completely humiliated during this whole battle session, is now like, you know what? He casts Torque Strike and obliterates like, I'm talking like it's like just a wave. It obliterates the blobby. There's just this wave. It's gone, and when it's done, Hugo takes off his other shoe and tosses it at the remains of the blobby, a la George W. Bush from, if you remember that event that happened a while back when he had shoes thrown at him during many years ago. You're gonna throw the shoe at him at the remainder, and he's gonna hold his arms out and goes, "Who's next? Bring it on! Look here, bring it on!"
Chris, will you do one thing for me? Will you roll a stamina check for me to see how hard you throw your shoe?
How hard I show? Okay, so my stamina
Yeah.
check. Okay.
I just want to see how epic or not. So Hugo tries to throw this shoe, right? And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, take that.
Maybe it bounces off the ground and hits him in the face, and he falls backwards.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
shoeless, and his feet goes like this.
Well, do you want to try against another blobby, or are you all done? Are you?
Well, oh no, I want to. He defeated it, so let's move up. What are
Okay.
my
Okay.
choices? Right, we're gonna go to like a. What are we going to next?
Let's look. Let's see. So, do you want something really hard or just like a step up?
let's okay. Let's see what you guys. What do you guys think in the who are watching? Should we go a step up or do we want to go really hard? What do you guys want me to do? I'll let you pick. While we're waiting, by the way, if you remember, if you haven't joined Flux Fantasy, you can go sign up for free and get the character sheet and the character creator guide for free. Just go to fluxfantasy.com. You go sign up and you get that. So, little commercial break while we wait for an answer. So,
Commercial
what
break.
do you guys want me to do? Are we going full? I'm waiting for someone to suggest. I kind of want to go just for the laughs. I really want to go like hard. Okay. I mean, let's just let step up. Okay, let's step up. Let's see if we can defeat this next one and go to the like relatively quickly so we can go to the big one. Let's earn it.
Okay. So the next one up, um, let me look real quick. The next one up is a sprite. That's the
Okay.
next one up. Let me get the sprite sheet up.
Also, while she's pulling that up, if you guys go to the Flux Destiny wiki, you can also learn about the different types of payback and all sorts of stuff. If you go to wiki.fluxdestiny.com, it'll take you there.
Okay, so as Hugo is throwing his shoe and falling backwards, very comedic. Um, Behind him, he's looking up behind him. Behind him, another monster kind of like rises out of the ground and like is going to attack him. So, Hugo, I need you to roll an agility check here.
Okay. All right, 8, and then my agility, what was it? Was 3. So 11.
Yeah, you're gonna move out of the way. So you're gonna jump back
I'm gonna jump back.
in
Okay.
time. Yeah, you're not
Okay.
gonna you're not
Okay.
gonna get hit.
Whoops. Are you pulling this
Okay.
up? Or am I pulling it up?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. Sorry. I
I
thought that
was
was.
pulling Hugo's character sheet back up. I had put it away.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to close it. If you need to pull it up, you can. I didn't realize that.
No, it's okay. I'm just grabbing the sprite sheet. Um, okay. All right, Hugo, you're up first.
Okay. So from this distance, Hugo is so Hugo standing barefoot at this time with one sock on. I think he still has one sock on.
He does have one sock on.
He has one sock on. His shoes are in a mess of like payback goo over there, and but
Hmm.
he's still standing tall, right? Like he's like he stands tall. He feels good because he just overcame whatever performance anxiety he had over doing um, the the torque strike. So now he's
Yep.
feeling good, and he's gonna perform torque strike again, and he wants to like finish off this sprite really quickly so that he can um, show that he deserves to be in Wolfgang and that he can take on the big monsters all on his own. So
Yeah. Okay, so roll a d20 plus your willpower.
10.
Okay. Let's see what the blobby does, or the sprite. 9. Okay. So you're gonna hit with torque strike. And how much is torque strike's damage?
So torque strike does 4.
Okay, so you definitely get a good chunk, like a solid chunk of this creature down. But now it's angry, and so now it's gonna race forward towards you, and um, I'm it's gonna attack like
Okay.
straight away. 11. So you'll have to get past 11.
Is that between? Is it 19 or?
Let me check the chat here. It's 19. 19.
Oh, okay. So I avoided, right?
Okay, so you dodge. Will you explain how Hugo dodges again?
So this sprite is just like charging at him. It's furious because he hit it in the face with this giant gear, and it's charging
Mm-hmm.
at it. And as it's charging at him, um, Hugo does almost like a using karmistry. He kind of creates like a little, like almost like a little, like he's doing
Yeah.
like a bull thing, and he go
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of does the matador thing, and he twists like this, and it
Yeah.
runs past him,
What did
and
they say?
oh, ole,
Toro.
or toro,
Oh no,
toro,
he said twerk. Oh.
torco, and he turned and he kind of spins, and then he kind of, I assume people are watching. This is like at school or something watching, so he kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's like super confident now, so he's being a little cocky
yeah.
about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's Hugo's turn. The sprite is not going to do anything else.
Okay, so I'm going to try. Uh, okay, let's try Torque Strike again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, for Pete's sake, willpower's 2, right? So 5. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. 8.
okay, okay. This video is going to be scrubbed from the internet. Like no one can see this ever again after
Oh, I'm reposting this.
this. Okay,
All right,
all
we're gonna
right.
go fast and furious. We're gonna go fast and furious here, and the payback monster is just swiping left and right.
Okay,
8. So you'll have to take 8.
so I have to roll now.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so I avoided, right?
you avoid it. Okay, your turn. Your turn.
Okay.
The movement's getting faster. It's going. It's
Okay,
going
so
hard.
I'm going to attack uh I'm going to torque strike it again.
Mm-hmm.
4. I don't know what is wrong with this kid.
3.
Okay. So
I
I
shouldn't
hit
be so
him. Okay.
excited. Yeah,
What's that?
I shouldn't be so excited. I'm the enemy.
Right,
So
yeah.
okay, okay. So what you use your torque strike. So will you explain how you defeat this creature?
So it he Hugo having tossed the Karmistry created flag away. He activates his torque strike. He comically creates this gigantic gear, like I'm talking like huge, because
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to make up for, the lack of showmanship he's had this whole time. Creates this giant gear, and he like tosses it like it's ginormous. It's probably 3 times his height. He throws it,
Mm-hmm.
and it rolls, and it's picking up such huge speed that it squashes the sprite, and the sprite gets like wrapped around the gear and
Yeah.
crashes into the wall on the other side of the arena.
Okay, watch this. Watch what I can do. If it will do it. Boom! Explosion.
Wait,
Did you see
did
that
something
little
happen?
magic?
It didn't
Yeah,
happen on
look at
my
the little.
side.
No, you can't see this.
No, I can't. I didn't see any explosion.
Never mind then. I'll have to do it later. I'll
Aw,
have to show you.
sad. By the way, I stopped seeing the comments. I don't know if there's comments still. I can't see. For some reason, they stopped.
They're just so excited. You know,
That sucks. I would have loved to see the explosion. No, I didn't see that. That sucks.
it's a really goofy like
Yeah.
salated explosion. Um, you should use your. Do you have a sound effect? You have a sound effect for
Oh,
an
hold
explosion.
on. Where is that? I have a. I don't have an explosion. I have a timpani. We could do that.
What is that?
Timpani roll.
That's the gear. That's the gear sound.
We could do a bicycle horn. That works.
That's all of Hugo's bad rolls.
That's so funny. Okay. Hugo, great job, buddy. Finally. Okay. Oh, there's a big X on the screen. Did you put that?
He's dead.
Okay, he's dead,
Just
but not just dead, like dead, right? That's a
like
big X. That is a big X. Okay. All right, so now we're going to the so this is are we so we going even bigger
do one
now?
more. We'll try. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try.
Sounded like a clown noise. I know it did. That's what it sounded like for each roll that Hugo failed at. That was what was in my head. Okay, so now we are on at a puck.
No, we're moving up.
Oh, so Gremlins now?
Yeah, Gremlin.
Okay,
Gremlin comes
that's a
out.
big one.
Yeah, it is. He's mad. He's mad that you've destroyed his friends.
All right. Praying for Hugo.
And I just
Thank you, Katie. All of you, I need you to pray for us. Okay, pray for Hugo because his job's on the line. He better do this, or he's mascot status is in question. Okay, go
and
ahead.
I haven't been doing this very well, but just so you know, when you roll as a character for defense, because you've defended pretty much everything, I haven't needed to do this, but you make sure to add your defense modifier to it. That's
Oh,
what you
okay,
do when you're defending.
right.
So we haven't had to worry about it because your Hugo's so fast that he's dodged like everything. You know what I mean? So don't use your agility anymore. Use your defense. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right. So rising from the liquid remains of his brothers, the gremlin forms out of the bodies of the blobby and the sprites and becomes this ultra big gremlin that sort of towers over Hugo's, like roaring, like the little bits of darkness like spraying against Hugo's face. But Hugo, you're up first.
Okay,
And he's
so
in this right
okay, so
here.
he's within range, right? Um,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're gonna Hugo's gonna play a little smarter this time with this. I think Hugo is going to um I think Hugo is going to
Why? Because the damage on this guy is 9 and you only have 11 health, or what?
right. That's right. So I need to be super careful about this. So I'm
Yeah.
going to Hugo's a little taken aback at how big this thing is. He didn't realize it, so
Mm-hmm.
he's going to use locomotion to move back. He wants to wear it out. So
Mm-hmm.
Hugo is going to um, use whiplash to move closer to this rupture over here.
Well, I'm not going to spoil, but pushing into ruptures is I see what's going on here.
Yeah. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. I think. Judging from how things went tonight, I don't know, but we're gonna get closer to the rupture. So
Okay,
Hugo's
did you
gonna
move him?
not yet. Do I need to roll to do that?
Okay. No, no, no.
Okay.
So locomotion, you'll use the
Okay. So I'm
you're
gonna
using
move
the
right
modifier.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now the creature is out of range. So it's going to come here, right next to the rupture. And it's going to roll to attack you. Okay?
Okay. I'm ready.
Here we go. I got to get my dice in the correct place. 7.
All right. And now, oh, 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 wait, I
So
get to add
this
my What's my modifier? It's nothing, right? It was only like
is probably like 1. Yeah.
it's 1. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay.
So this gremlin is going to pick Hugo up, you know what I mean, by his shirt and
Yeah.
just shake him so hard.
So just
And
like
Hugo's going to take 9 damage from this. It's going to be It's gonna be big.
Oh, ouch. Okay. So he's
Yeah.
in bad shape. Okay. So he's
Yes,
hurting.
he is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, your turn.
Okay. All right. So Hugo's on the ground and he's like heaving, because he's hurting really bad
Mm-hmm.
and he's missing a shoe and he's just like, he looks up and his hair is like kind of falling over his face like this. And it's a really dramatic moment. And he's like this. And he's like, and then he hears the audience. Like he looks up and he hears like his friends and all you guys are out there like cheering for him. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
all you guys, you know, Zach and Josh. He sees you guys out there and he kind of just like gives you a wink. And he's like, he's
Yeah.
not to count him out yet, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so Hugo like staggers up to his feet, and the gremlin is like heaving, and it's like ready to attack. And Hugo, in this instant, he's going to use Torque Strike to blow it back into the rupture. That's his intent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna roll first.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it. Oh, finally, luck is a. Watch me roll, and it's like a 0. Like I know that's not possible, but like watch it be something ridiculous like that. Okay, here
No,
we go.
take your moment.
Take my moment.
Yeah.
So wait, you want me to like narrate this? Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Narrate how this happens, because this is a critical. This is like this creature's going down. Like it's
so
going down.
so Hugo charges up his. Hugo is like this. He like lifts his. Everyone is like cheering for him. He's like hurting, right? Like he's dragging his
Mm-hmm.
leg, and he kind of lifts his head up like this, and he looks up at the audience at the crowd, and he kind of does the baseball thing. He kisses his finger and then like points to where it's gonna go,
Yeah.
and then he goes like this. He brings his arms down, and his Taurus glows like magnificently. Like it's just so bright that some people in the audience like they're like doing this like this is so bright. It's like swirling. All this karma swirling into his Taurus. He finally releases the the karma from the Taurus into a giant gear. This gear construct that goes, but it's not just one. It's like a bunch of them just go flying at this gremlin, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's like da 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 da. It's like hitting like almost like a machine gun, like right, it's like
Yeah.
hitting him like this, and the gremlin stumbles and then hangs on the edge like this, right? Like it's like
Uh-huh.
about to fall off, right? And Hugo. Oh wait, he already took He's has no shoes. Never mind. I was gonna have him. I missed the opportunity to go to shoe. And Hugo just goes, and then it falls into the rupture and gets ground up into the
Yeah.
gears.
And a huge like explosion,
There's
comes
like a
up from
just
this rupture. The crowd's like going crazy.
there's like payback goo going everywhere. It's like ectoplasm everywhere. It's just like, and then
Yes.
when it's done, everyone is like screaming. The audience is screaming. This is
Mhm.
amazing. And Hugo picks up some of that payback goo that was left on the ground, and he does like this. He rubs it in his hand while everyone's cheering, and he goes, puts it in his hair,
Uh-huh.
and pushes his hair back with the payback goo, and then that's it. And now he's got natural product. Got his hair back in order. He looks good. So
That's it. That's how it's defeated. That is the perfect ending
that's right.
to this
I'm a
battle.
writer.
I honestly didn't think you were gonna survive. I didn't think Hugo was
I
gonna
didn't think
survive
so
that.
too. I didn't think so. I thought I gotta be clear with you guys. I thought that this was going to be like we need to have Hugo step down kind of situation. So we got very
He
close.
proved himself. He did.
He did. But see, that's a total like,
Wow.
anime moment, right? Like the
Of course. Yeah.
hero has to look like it's all the moment, all is lost, and then the power of friendship and his own like self-confidence got him to come
Yeah.
back and win. So
And we
that was
didn't write
awesome.
this at all. We were like, we're gonna just like have fun, and this ended up being like a really cool story
I'm
that we just did. That
gonna
was
have to
really
draw. I'm gonna have to
cool.
sketch some of this stuff. This is
Yes,
cute.
you'll have to. This was awesome. That was so fun. I
That
did
was a
not
lot of
expect.
fun.
I mean, of course, I know it's like this is a really fun game, but like we were just supposed to kind of joke it up being like super epic.
That
That
was
was
a lot of fun.
fun.
I actually, you couldn't have. I had this feeling. I was like, he is going to get his butt handed to him in this. I just know it. I go, he's going to go all confident, and it's going to turn out this way. So that was a lot of fun. So, and I finally got to play him. I finally got to play Hugo.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that was fun. I never get to play him. I'm always like I said, I always want to play him, and she's like, you can't, and she finally let me this time. So
We'll
that
have to
was
do
fun.
this again and bring in like Marco and
Yeah.
some other characters.
So that was fun. So you guys, again, if you haven't already, you can go to fluxfantasy.com. That's down there. You can get the sign up and get the character sheets all free, the character creator guide, and if you like it, you can end up getting the core rule book that you can buy on Gumroad. So come check it out. We do game nights all the time, and we actually have a few folks in here who were in the game nights who had a really good time with Ella. Ella's a really cool GM, and it's fun to watch her do her magic. And so that was awesome, Ella. Thank you for doing that. And by the way, in a few minutes, the mods live is going to start in in Discord and in the Discord server, and they're going to play. Katie tells me they're playing Among Us tonight, so you don't want to miss that because it's always a lot of fun. Like I said, if you want to join, now is kind of one of your last chances to join the before we're closing down access to Discord to the general public and just for Patreon. And if you get into it now, you get grandfathered in. So be sure you join, and you just go to fluxfandom.com, and that'll get you there. So anything else, Ella?
No, that was great. Perfect ending.
Perfect ending. That was a lot. I'm gonna have to draw that. You guys don't let me forget that. Next time we do like a sketch request or something, remind me
Yeah.
to draw that because that would be a lot of fun to do. And by the way, I have not forgotten about. So I have several sketches that I owe several of the folks in here that I started from our last one. They're literally stacked up on my desktop in order, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be delivering them as daily sketches. So you guys are going to be seeing those pretty soon. So, anyways, I had fun, Ella. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great night. Go join the game tonight. Go join the Among Us game on Discord, and we will. And thank you for all the OCs that were in the audience cheering for Hugo. He really appreciates that. Zach, he's thrown a wink out at you. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, and I know. And
Another
then
wink at Zach and Josh and all of the other
yeah,
OC
he's like
guys.
winking at everyone. Yeah, they're like, "Is he okay? Is he having a seizure? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, is he okay? Like, did he get hit too hard?" So.
He did. Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night.